Hi, I'm Terrence Dick, and this is Views. This is the first of our series on hybrids. It's called Mongrels. You can go all the way back to the ancient Greeks to get a definition of the self that's divided, that's comprised of different parts. In the Republic, Plato argued that an individual's personality is in conflict with itself. The different elements are initially at odds, but the mind should eventually control the other parts. The mind rules. We still like to think of ourselves as singular, united, harmonious individuals. However, artists reveal how we are in fact divided internally. We're made up of multiple, often contradictory possibilities. We're a combination of things, a hybrid. Siwa Mbagoza is a South African artist exhibiting here at Matter Gallery in Toronto. He spent his youth as the son of a diplomat living in different countries around the world. On returning to South Africa, he felt a sense of displacement, of not belonging. In his work, he's created a utopian zone called Africadia, where borders aren't policed and identity is allowed to be fluid. It reflects not only his international past, coming from different places, but also his queer and racial identity. Even as a Black South African, because of who he is and where he comes from, he's not entirely one thing and doesn't fit in. You can see aspects of other artists like Cindy Sherman or Unita Eyre in this work. They all use photographic self-portraiture combined with costumes, theatrical design, performance, surrealism, and fictional characters and narratives to create these alien, as in not entirely at home, hybrids. Meryl McMaster does a similar sort of thing with her mixed Indigenous identity. She uses self-portraiture and costumes and theatrical effects to dramatize the experience of being from two cultures. She sees it less as a struggle and more as a strategic way of thinking how those different parts connect. Hybrid generally refers to an intentional combination of disparate materials, but if you think of the word mongrel, even though it's had negative connotations in the past, it more accurately captures the indiscriminate, unconventional, serendipitous combinations of these kinds of cultural phenomena. At the material level, Mbagoza combines Indian fabrics which have traveled international trade routes with traditional Lubi costumes. He's worn patterns that are usually worn by women himself and added in references to European art history, taking back from the artists who took from colonial Africa. There's a political element in all these depictions of the self because they break rules, they violate norms, and cross borders that are policed by the forces of uniformity. To be hybrid is to not entirely belong in a world that favors division. Hybrid artists imagine a world where one can be many, and who you are is a matter of creation, not obedience. That's the end of our first episode on hybrids. Our next one looking at hybrid practices.